Okay, I'm going to show you today how to make the interactive open house PowerPoint that I shared with you all that Third Grade had created. We're going to make one right from scratch. And so the very first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you are logged in to your Harnett County email. So once you're into that one, click on the waffle and you're going to click on slides. And if at any point you need to pause this and go do, perfectly fine. And then continue, we can go back and forth and all that. So I'm going to click the plus button to start a new one. And I'm going to call this presentation Sample, if I can spell it, Sample Virtual Open House. And then once I'm in here, I'm going to delete these text boxes. I like to use the shortcut Command X. It just makes it a little easier. So once I have now my blank template, I'm going to open a new Chrome tab, and I'm going to search wall and floor background, and you can tell that I have searched that before. And so I can click on images, and it shows me all of these. Now I really like this one, but I see that it does have some part here at the bottom of where it came from, and I can crop that out. So I'm going to right click, save image as, and I'm going to save it as sample background. Now you can also copy and paste, but sometimes it doesn't copy and paste like you want it to. And I find that this is the easiest way to be sure that this is going to be what I want it to be. So now I go back to my Google slide. I'm going to drag it in. If you can't drag it in, it doesn't pop down at the bottom. You just click insert, image, and then upload from computer. So now I am going to make it big, and I need to crop that out. So once I have these blue dots, I right click, crop, I grab the black bar, and I move it up so that it's not including that part. And then I click on the outside to get out of the crop. So the blue dots I'm going to use and make sure the blue dots are there so that I can stretch it out for my background. Okay, so now we have our background for our slide. So I would like to use a corkboard for my open house slide for my grade level. Now I had a chalkboard and ones, you can do whiteboards, you can do anything else that you can think of, but this is just something basic that you can do. So I'm going to search corkboard in the new tab. And I'm still under images, and I really like this one that Miss Heston had found earlier today, so I'm going to click on that one. And oh, it's from Hobby Lobby. Well, that's weird. Okay. Sorry, it brought me to a different thing. So I'm going to save image as, and I'm going to call it sample board. Then I'm going to go back to my Google slide, and I realized I didn't save. So I got to go back and make sure I saved it. So save image as sample cork. Save. Oh, so I did save it. So it is doing what I was telling you before, that sometimes it doesn't come up at the bottom. So I'm going to do insert, image, upload from computer. I like to use all my files because then the most recent ones come up here on the top. So yeah, I did have it 3 different times. So anyways, I click it in there and it goes in. Now you see I have that white background. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to double right click, crop, and I'm going to pull it in so it's cutting out that white background. Okay, and be sure to click out of that so that it goes away. The orientation of this, I'm going to grab that blue dot at the top of my picture and I'm going to turn it sideways just because it looks kind of funny whenever you just pull it out and make it small, because sometimes the sides don't look as like you want it to. So I'm going to center that, and I can just use my bottom arrows to move it so it doesn't go too far. And then I'm going to out click. So that's what it looks like right now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to insert shelves to put our station numbers on, and you don't have to do shelves. Obviously, you don't have to do any shiplap and corkboard stuff. You can do whatever you want, but this is what we're going to do for our sample. So I'm going to go back to my images, and this next part is kind of where we're going to go for all of the rest of it. So I'm going to search shelf. I'm going to do floating shelf. And what's important is we type in transparent background. Because if you don't do transparent background, it's going to continually come up with like we had with the corkboard, but it's not going to be as easy to crop out. So I really like, I like that one a lot too. I think this one's neat, and this one's actually even better because it has both of them on top. So let's try to do that one. And instead of going here and copying, we are going to click on the actual image so that it takes us to where we can find the download for it without the background. Okay, this one is taking a little bit, so let's go back and maybe try to, oh, it's popping up. So we're coming over. All right, and the hard part about it is a lot of ads pop up, so you really have to dig and try to find where it says download. This is not it. Do not click on that. Yeah, so it's right here. So we're gonna click download, and it's gonna come up with like a URL for it.